Hey y'all, welcome back to another video, and let me tell you, this story time is messy. So apparently this girl met this guy and she told him that she didn't want a relationship, but she also didn't want him to be a lustful man and be talking to just any and everybody, and she also didn't want a guy that's on Hinge or any of these dating apps. So of course he told her, no, that's not me, that could never be me. I would never be on no dating apps. I don't even got time for none of that. But you know, these men be lying. But anyways, he ended up liking her friend's page on Hinge, the place that he said that he could never be at. But y'all listen to this and let me know what y'all think.
But I'll be on it always, always and ever.
Hi.
What's the word, man? What's going on?
Okay, so the tea is I had been seeing this guy. We met like middle of March or whatever.
Okay.
When I went out to celebrate with my friends that I got into law school. I know you said no lawyers, but I'm not a lawyer yet. So anyway.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
So basically we went out and my friends and I were like on the dance floor, and my friend had a digital camera, so she had ended up tapping him to like take a picture of us, and I was like, oh my god, he's literally so hot. And my friend was like, my friend thinks you're hot. And so he like took my wrist and he was like asking me what my name was and stuff, and like we ended up both finding out we were West African, and we were like talking, and he asked if like he could buy me a drink, and he seemed really nice, so I said yes. And so we exchanged Instagrams, and then like the next day he had DM'd me and like continuously DM'd me throughout the weekend. So he asked for my number and I gave it to him, and then he like started calling me like every day or like every other day, because he works for like a tech company, so he's like super busy. So he like would call me when he could. And then yeah, we started seeing each other. Like he would come out with me and my friends, and then we went on a couple dates, and it had been like a month and a half of us seeing each other. But I was telling him that it wasn't really my style to like sleep with a guy unless like I felt comfortable enough to do it. It wasn't like he was asking or anything. It was just like I knew it would like lead to it at some point. So obviously I just thought to bring it up. And I was telling him like adamantly, like it's not my style to be in a casual relationship. And he had told me that he was and I had asked him if he was a fuckboy, like flat out. I was like, are you a fuckboy? And he was like, I don't really even have time to be a fuckboy because I work like 60 hours a week or whatever. I was like, okay, cool, like fresh out. And I had told him that I don't want to sleep with a man unless he like has like genuine care for me and like, you know, wants the best for me and like on a basic human level. And he had explained to me that I was the only one that he was pursuing to have a committed relationship with.
And just so I'm not like, you know, I'm clear too. So the boundary isn't necessarily a relationship. Like you're not saying you have to be in a committed relationship for you to do that, but more so it has to make sense for you. Like,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because he had asked me what I wanted, and I was like, I don't really know. I'm not looking specifically for a relationship. I just want things to happen naturally and to be with someone who I respect. I made that abundantly clear. It's the reason why I'm bringing it up is because I made it clear to him that I didn't want to be with a man who was just out here lustful and just like lusting after women on Instagram and on dating apps and stuff. So I straight up asked him, are you on dating apps? Are you like on Instagram just like liking a bunch of girls? Like if you are, just let me know. It's fine if you are. I just am not going to be around for that. And he made it clear I was the only one he was pursuing.
So you're looking for exclusivity, but not necessarily a relationship.
No, I wouldn't say I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just saying, like, if it naturally happened, then it happened. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't trying to, like, push for anything specific. Is that confusing?
But you're pushing for the exclusivity, which usually comes with a relationship. That's what a relationship is over time. But okay, I'm understanding what you're saying. But at the same time, I'm looking at how he could possibly look
right.
at it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I wasn't even like asking to be exclusive. I just like was making it clear I don't want to be with a man who is out here just like a hoe, if that makes sense.
Okay, so if it's just one or two girls, it's okay as long as it's not 5 or 6.
It wasn't even about a 1 or 2 girl thing. I'm just like, I just don't want some lustful man just out here just lusting after anything and anyone.
There's a gray area. And that is where is your first mistake.
Ooh, see, this is probably what gray area he was thinking about.
Yeah, that thinking is a gray area is where you first made a mistake. Even creating curating the possibility of one is where you first make a mistake. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, so basically, I had asked him flat out if he was talking to any other girls. He said I was the only one he was pursuing for a committed, exclusive relationship. That's what he said to me, word for word, bar for bar. That's what he said. You're the only one I'm pursuing for a committed, exclusive relationship.
Okay.
I was like, okay, like if things happen to go that way, I would be completely fine with that. So like we're still dating, like we're talking every day, you know, it's like giving very relationship vibes. I'm thinking that's how it's headed. Why the fuck did my friend Autumn send me a screen recording of his Hinge, and he was like liking her on Hinge? He liked her on Hinge, so she sent me a screen recording, and I pretty much texted her and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I had introduced her to him like 2 weeks prior at a party. And he didn't even, I don't know if he remembered, I don't know if he did it, fucking idiot. But yeah, he liked her. She screen recorded it, sent it to me, and she was like, isn't this the guy that you're seeing? And I was like, so I texted him, I said, not you liking my friend that I introduced you to. Like, I hope you guys are happy together or whatever. And I blocked him. But I only blocked him because I didn't want to hear like his excuses. Like, I knew he was either gonna make up an excuse or lie in some way. So I just like needed a few days to like come up with what I wanted to do. Then I unblocked him and let him know that we weren't really compatible, I didn't think, and that we shouldn't like date each other. But I feel like he lied. Like, I feel like he played in my face.
But you also played in your face.
How?
Because you expected there to be a gray area with a grown man.
I don't get it.
Like you're saying that you're telling this person within the same. I'm gonna address him, but let's talk about you first. You're telling this individual that you're not necessarily looking for a relationship or anything specific, but within the same breath, you're not looking for someone that's lusting after people, or on these dating apps, or trying to pursue other people, right? So it's just like it's that within itself that this contradicts, right? Usually, there's no gray area. The gray area you think exists. Nowadays, 9 times out of 10, you won't necessarily find it. Especially finding the fact that you find that person like a club, like a bar type setting, right? We can't even expect that of them. But when it comes to him, I mean, in his mind, he's just thinking he's single anyways. I think he's wild for liking your friend that you introduced him 2 weeks ago. I do believe he knew who it was. But I think he was just bold.
Wow, that's crazy.
But I've always said, yeah, when it comes to, that's a good point. When it comes to boundaries, they can't be a gray area. Like there has to be like this is who I am. This is what I'm looking for. If that's not what you got going on, then by all means, you know, we can go out separate ways.
So he had asked, he was like, are you looking for a short-term or a long-term relationship? I told him I don't do short-term relationships. Like I don't find a point in a short-term relationship. I'm not a casual person. I made that abundantly clear. I feel like this is not AI. I'm just on my other account because I have a serious job and I'm a serious person in real life. So, but yeah. Like, I don't know. What the fuck? So you're saying I played myself?
Yeah, but I have a certain expectation as an individual. You just weren't specific. I mean, like I said, people are gonna do what they want to do regardless of love. I mean, it helps, especially with you, if you're just you make it clear for somebody this is what it is, and this is what it ain't. Like you said, when you blocked them, I mean, if you respond, let's say for instance you didn't block him, you responded, he could have twisted it for sure. Because he could easily say, well, technically you did say that you're not looking for anything. So you're not trying to be you're not looking for a relationship specifically. He could have easily so
right.
Well,
Okay.
that's that.
Well, I'm gonna keep him blocked because that's some bullshit. But okay, period.
Straightforward, man. Appreciate you for that, all right?
Bye.
But he's dumb as hell too for liking a friend though. On Hinge, after they had a conversation about Hinge, he's dumb as hell. I don't know what niggas be having going on with that though. Like that makes no sense. He doesn't give a fuck. I mean, he had to not give a fuck for real.